family, foodie friends, it's Jackie, and today I'm going to share with you what happened after I did 4 weeks of keto. I lost 10 pounds. What happened when carbs came back into my life? So you're going to have to bear with me. I did have my tonsils out last week and my voice is still a little shaky. I still sound a little congested, so I'm sorry, you're going to have to deal with that. If you haven't seen my previous videos about my keto experiment, I did 4 weeks of keto. I've been intermittent fasting for 1.5 years now, and I wanted to see if doing keto for 4 weeks would really do anything to my weight, how I would like it, how things would change. I have a lot of data that I'm going to share with you guys over the next coming weeks, and this is just one of a multi-part series on my keto experience. So if you haven't seen the beginning, I will link that below. So a really quick synopsis if you're missing out. I did 4 weeks of a low carb diet where I ate 1 meal a day that was 20 net carbs or less. And in that 4-week time frame, I lost almost 10 pounds. So I went from a 153 point something to a 143 point something. I think it was 143.8 was my last day of weighing. So the last time I weighed on keto was November 22nd, and I weighed 143.8. That was the lowest I've weighed since before I even had babies, and my oldest is almost 12. So it's been a long time since I've weighed that little. That was a 10-pound weight difference almost, and really I'm floored that 4 weeks of keto did that, helped me break that plateau. But I've been very curious what would happen when I remained an intermittent faster. I ate 1 meal a day still, but I'm having all the carbs back again. That means potatoes, grains, sugar, it's all back in my diet, and I wanted to see what would happen to my weight. I hopped on the scale only twice in the last month. Today, as I'm recording this, is December 23rd, and I hopped on the scale December 2nd. I weighed 147 point something on December 2nd, and today, December 23rd, I weighed 143.2, which is my new low. I really can't believe it that I actually had a lower weight, but I did. So after being back off of keto for over a month, I actually weigh less than I did at my last lowest weight. I don't think that I've actually really lost weight. I just think I'm in the same general area. Even with the 147, I have pants, and I'll share that with you in a moment, that I totally, because of keto, they fit totally different. I have room in them, and they were quite tight before. They really have fit me really well ever since I stopped doing keto. The fit has maintained the same, so I knew I really hadn't gained weight, and I could tell by wearing those pants that my weight was staying the same. My throat is dry. In the month since ending keto, I did have surgery, and I'm currently recovering from that. I've been on a soft food diet the last 10 days. That means even though I'm still only eating 1 meal a day, it's been things like mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, ramen noodles, eggs, milkshakes, popsicles. So my diet hasn't been extraordinary, and that is something a little different than my normal. But I also was on a steroid where the side effect is weight gain. So the fact that my steroid is over and I weigh less than I did a month ago, it's kind of amazing to me. So you can see since November 22nd, today being December 23rd, I went from a 143.8 to 143.2. My weight does still fluctuate, I'm sure. As you saw early in December, it was 147 point something. And weight fluctuating with 3 to 4 pounds is very normal. It depends on things you eat, where I am in my cycle. That is a big determination for me. And the fact that my low was still in the 143 and I'm eating carbs, especially the last 10 days, have been heavy on milkshakes, slushes, ramen noodles. I can see that adding carbs back into my diet wasn't detrimental, and my weight hasn't really suffered from it. And I think that's because fasting has helped me maintain the weight loss. I'm continuing to fast every single day. My body's continuing to burn fat as a fuel source most of the day, and therefore adding carbs back into my life hasn't had me gain the weight back. I again apologize. It is very hard for me to talk this much after having the tonsillectomy. I've been pretty quiet, and this is the first video I've recorded. If you are interested in seeing more about my keto journey, I shared the results of being off of keto for a month, but if you want to see the very beginning, you can check out this playlist right here. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao, down and ciao.